So we'll talk about WWE tables, ladders, and chairs. To say this pay-per-view is unpredictable would be an understatement, I think, when you look at the whole...
Not for me, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, right. I suppose the word predict is a kind of ironic word to mention.
Yeah,
right
wasn't it? Because, see, Dave, after last week, and if people paid attention to her Twitter account,
You know,
it
I
was put up
expected
there.
this from you. I expected you to gloat over this. I really did.
Just let it happen, Dave. Let it happen.
You know what? I admit, you deserve this lead. I can't argue at that, but honest to God, I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I can't.
Oh.
I can't, I need a miracle unless it's other than that, I'll be taking 10 chaps, so.
Yep. So, yes.
But we'll get on.
Are you aware of American football, Dave?
I am aware of American football.
Okay. Are you aware of the rules and how it happens, yes?
How
it happens, how a game proceeds and stuff, okay?
Ish. I'm not fully familiar with the rules, but go on.
We are in a situation right now where I am the leading team.
Okay.
I have the ball.
Yeah.
I'm on 1st and 10. I have 4 downs until I have to give you the ball back.
Yeah.
To give you a chance to win.
Right.
I am in what's called victory formation, Dave.
Are you now? You're playing defensive now.
Victory formation.
You're playing defensive, are you?
The lead has extended. It was 9. It's now up to
16 or something like that.
18 points now, Dave.
18 points? Oh.
18 points, Dave. You have 2 events left. NXT War Games, which is notoriously hard to predict any NXT TakeOver show.
Which is also notorious. Survivor
Series as
which
well.
Which is also notoriously difficult
which
to pick.
is a load of one-off matches.
So far.
Yeah.
So far. We all know
it's going to be a big card.
The elimination matches, though.
It's going to be a big card. But the thing is, Dave, this is... I was thinking about it the other day, and this is one thing that's really, really going against you.
What?
There's no title matches at Survivor Series. There's no chance for double points.
You should count champion versus champion.
Oh, no, don't even try that. No. Oh, no.
Oh, this is why as I said, I need a miracle.
Anyway, let's move on.
We'll talk about pre-show. We'll talk about very quickly. Drew Gulak tried to protest his time being cut to continue his presentation for Bellator 205 Live, but was quickly interrupted by the pre-show panel. Then the match itself. Then during a match, Alicia Fox took on Sasha Banks. Started as almost a near cat fight.
I thought this was probably one of the best pre-show matches we've seen in a while.
I agree. It was actually a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Alicia tried to ask for forgiveness during the match, but Sasha was having none of it. It was actually, but see, a lot of people underestimate, I think, Alicia for her matches, but that's that tilt-a-whirl slam that Alicia gave Sasha on the outside, for example,
which she then tried to pin straight away.
I know, although she seemed so so proud of it. She did a bit of a
It was really good. So yeah,
did a bit of a jinder there, where she's so proud of a move, and it's kind of like opposites around Randy Orton. He does his best RKO ever, and he doesn't pin. He's so thrilled by the whole thing. But I always said Alicia Fox is the best Northern Light suplex in wrestling, in my opinion. Her technique is flawless for us.
Yeah.
And in the end, though, it was Sasha who submitted Alicia with her bank statements to win in a good match. It was a very good match, as was the first match of the evening between Asuka and Emma. Very good match. Emma really showed up for this,
I had a theory about this.
Okay.
Because a lot of people expected we expected Asuka to win,
of course,
but a lot of people expected Asuka to destroy Emma.
She didn't. It was a very competitive match.
She didn't. And I can understand why.
Why?
Well, first of all, the match quality itself, both were really fantastic. Actually, it's probably
very good wrestling sequences.
Probably the best match Emma's had. I've seen in WWE.
Certainly in the main roster.
Yeah. I think.
In fact, it was actually her first ever singles match in pay-per-view. You know that?
Was it?
On WWE pay-per-view, it was her first ever singles match.
That's crazy for the time that she's been there. That's mental.
Yeah, she's had so many injury problems. That's her thing, and she's been all those multiple matches in WrestleMania.
Yeah, true.
It was only NXT when she had her real singles success against Paige and the likes. So,
but the reason, my thoughts behind this and the booking of this, and why Vince probably booked it this way is, he still wanted to show the divide between NXT and the main roster. He wanted to show that divide, that it's not the same level. There is a step up. and he wanted to still show off that even the lower down women are still stronger than the women on NXT.
I see.
Which you can understand.
Totally. But the thing is, what's the difference between this then and let's say, I don't know, like Finn Balor when he first got called up and Shinsuke Nakamura getting the WWE title shots? As opposed to Asuka who's coming undefeated.
Well, to be fair, if you look at it, when Finn just started out as well, he was having a lot of tough matches. He was getting through them.
But he won them.
Now, we don't know how the booking would have went after that. Obviously because of this surgery. But Nakamura has had a lot of close matches against the likes of Dolph Ziggler. The booking was very 50-50 and stuff like that. And people were annoyed by that. And I'm one of those people that was too. Just because, maybe it's more because, like, it's not the Nakamura we want to see. More than anything else, more than the booking.
No, I want to see Nakamura kicking ass, obviously.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, but as I said, Emma made a huge impression with this match in her offense. Some really good reversals, like there's some reversal from the ankle lock where eventually hitting an ankle trap German suplex from Asuka, and eventually she submitted with her Asuka lock for the win in a very good match. And they had a rematch later the next night that was just as good. Not just as good, but it was up there as well. So
yeah.
So I'll be very interested to see how they book Asuka in future. I think it won't be plain sailing to the women's title by the looks of things.
No,
certainly if you're no,
probably
the case.
not. She'll have to work her way there anyway.
Now, Elias took on Jason Jordan after a lot of stuff in the pre-show and lead up to to this match. Like during the pre-show, Elias requested that he have a performance, while Jason Jordan and Kurt Angle were talking backstage about the TLC match. During Elias's performance, Jordan threw a shopping cart, threw fruit and veg at Elias, which interrupted him. Later on, Elias returned with a song to a divided reaction from the crowds, where they were mostly booing whilst slighting Minneapolis. Like, he always gets mixed crowds.
He does, yeah.
I think it's because people. It's like the
a lot of people are starting to turn on him, though. That's the thing.
Well, I think like people
like just, in a good way, obviously.
Yeah, but I think people just like it because it's a different act, and because it's a musical performance, they try and encourage it because it annoys other people. Like some fans are like that, maybe I don't know.
True.
But Jordan once again interrupted them by throwing more fruit and veg and then forcing him to retreat to the stage to huge cheers, actually. Like, it was mostly boos in this case.
Yeah.
And before the main event, Elias played to the ring looking very cautious, eventually having a go at Jason Jordan for playing childish pranks because he never had a daddy growing up before his match with Jordan. And it seemed like the commentators were consistently contradicting each other. Have you noticed that during this match? Like, it seemed like the most interesting part of this match, and I don't mean this to any disrespect to Jordan and Elias, was actually Michael Cole, Corey Graves and Booker T debating about, here's Booker T saying, it's his son, he has to prove himself, and here's Corey Graves, but he is proving himself, like, that sort of thing. So it seemed like that was the most
interesting part of it. Booker T has been very salty towards Jason Jordan the whole time.
Yeah.
So it is interesting. I don't know why.
It's so weird. It's weird for this match because, like, here is Corey Graves, who's traditionally a heel commentator, and here is Michael Cole, who's traditionally a face commentator, at least in this case. And he likes, and they're even debating about Elias's music. Michael Cole's in love with Elias's music, as opposed to Corey Graves, who can't stand it. Like, you know.
Well, Corey Graves, that's just continuing on from how it was in NXT.
Oh, even then.
He hated it in NXT, so.
What was the quote was again? I hope someone gets like a sledgehammer and drills my ears. I'd rather go through that than listen to his music again. But it seemed like the commentators were constantly contradicting each other. But you're right. Like, I noticed Booker T in particular seems to be having a go at Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
Like, But Jordan ended up beating Elias after reversing a suplex into a cradle by a controversial pinfall, which seems to appear that Elias kicked out of. Like, he seemed to have a shoulder up just before that. So. Now, Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher took on the team of Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann. Gallagher's new theme suits him, actually. Suits the character very well.
Well, he kind of had to change it. Having that music was not going to work for a heel.
Torador doesn't work as a heel. It could, but I don't think in this case.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's too nice for it. It's too uplifting.
Yeah.
Awesome high-flying and team offense from Swann Alexander. I said it before and I'll say it again. It's a shame. Like, one of the biggest criticisms I think we both have of 205 Live is it doesn't extend past their own booking. Like, it's only they're against each other and that's it.
Yeah.
Imagine how Alexander and Swann could do as a tag team against whoever else in the main tag team division. It would be amazing.
Oh yeah, it'd be fantastic. But it's not going to happen because obviously you have to be over a certain weight, and you have to.
It shouldn't apply though. It really shouldn't.
I know, but
because especially and performances like this should make Vince think otherwise. It really should. Like, you know, they have this type of tag team, which it would be a breath of fresh air, especially if they get a run for the title. Like, who knows? Excellent performance from Alexander in particular. Again, speaking Alexander in particular, I think he should definitely get a title shot. He definitely should be in the title picture.
He's gonna be in the line. It's gonna be obviously Kalisto. I think Kalisto obviously got his rematch on Tuesday. It'll probably be Mustafa Ali next.
Maybe. Yeah. I think Alexander is by far the most deserving, in my opinion, by his performances as of late as well. A very entertaining match in the end. Alexander pinned Kendrick after his lumbar check for the win. Now, Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James for the Raw Women's title. Bliss used her experience to put Alexa out of her game, including a spank to the arse. Some very good striking sequences from both ladies. Both are very good. Like particularly Mickie James, she uses her kicks very effectively as well. But despite a very good effort from Mickie, it was Alexa who took advantage of Mickie being distracted by the ref's call to put her into the turnbuckle and then finish her off with her DDT for the pinfall win to retain her title. This is actually probably the best match I've seen Alexa Bliss in. Like, we talked about how we talked about in the news how she's still the work in progress. It's showing now. It really is.
Yeah. I think it's just because she has someone like, she has a veteran like.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
Like Mickie James there to help her through. Like it didn't click the first couple of times, but it is starting to now.
Yeah.
So I think it's just, you know, spending more time in the performance center together,
which makes sense why like they have the rivalry now. Like I think we're both a bit confused why Mickie James as opposed to maybe a Bayley or a Sasha Banks is in the title run, but no, makes sense, makes perfect sense. Post match, Mickie said that despite her defeat, it will not be her last title shots, which is refreshing to see.
It was kind of a weird speech, wasn't it?
It wasn't a retirement speech. Didn't feel like it.
Yeah,
though.
I know. It was very strange. It was exactly like a retirement speech, but it wasn't a retirement speech. But you could have sworn it was a retirement speech, but then she made it clear that it wasn't a retirement speech. Very, very, very odd.
Indeed.
Very odd.
Kalisto took on Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight Championship. A rusty sounding Enzo Amore, ironically enough.
Yeah, someone should tell him to lay off the 20 packs a day. Or 20 fags a day, I should say. Which
came to head because I think by 205 Live it was Ariel Daivari speaking for him. Which is actually a nice change, actually. I'm open to it. Very quick paced match from the start. Some good ground wrestling from Enzo to neutralize Kalisto's high flying attacks. Like, you know, Enzo Amore, like, even though he's almost like the Alexa Bliss of the cruiserweights. If that makes sense. Very great, amazing talker. Yeah. But we question his ability in the ring. But he's actually a very good wrestler. I think he's improving a lot.
I'm still to be convinced. I still think he looks really bad.
He's capable. He's capable enough. He's capable enough in the ring to be cruiserweight champion, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't think so.
His charisma, though, is second to very few, though, in my opinion.
I still think
for sure.
It's very poor.
I won't say it's definitely not poor.
It is.
It's not. It's not like world class standards, but it's definitely good enough.
I don't even think it's good enough. I'm sorry, I just don't.
That's fair enough. That's your opinion. Clever Mako when Enzo jumped off the turnbuckle instead of diving on Kalisto. Like again, like that's one of his strengths. Though, like, you know, it's like he uses his comedic elements very well. Like his charisma is second to very few.
His heel element, that's not charisma.
To an extent, it is charisma. Like, you know, because it's his idea of doing that. Like, you know. When the ref tried to pull the apron back together after Enzo pulled it in the ring, trying to escape from Kalisto, Enzo foams Kalisto in the eye before pinning him following the Jadozo, he called it. The Donzo, he calls it, to win back this Cruiserweight title.
Say that's 5 times. Quickly.
Jadonzo, 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 Jadonzo.
Okay.
It's easier than you think. Post-match, Enzo thanked himself for the victory rather than the crowds. Now, AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
You say it like you're not sure.
No, I'm saying as in I'm agreeing with it. It's great.
It's as good.
Love it. I love it. It's the best match Finn has had since he's been on the main roster.
Oh, by far and away.
Yeah.
By far and away. Like, it's probably his best. It's definitely his best match this year, but it's as good as a technical wrestling match you can get this year, certainly from WWE. I think the only real... I still lean towards AJ and John Cena being the best match WWE have had this year. Certainly one-on-one. But this is not far away either. This is probably two or three up there as well. So Booker T couldn't have put it better. Like when at the start of the match, this match needs no introduction, and it really didn't. No. Like two global stars, the Bullet Club founder against a leader who made it cool, essentially. And the chants were counting, "This is awesome" before the match even started. Chanting "Too sweet" as the match started, and it's one of these matches that you're just in awe of the whole time.
Yeah,
like when watching this match, it's not. You have to watch it several times to really get analysis on it. Like it's an awe. It's a match that was. It's a dream match that just happened out of nowhere. It was strange in a way because it was unfamiliar. Like it's like every time we watch a match, like whether especially a big match that's like a WrestleMania worthy match, a Wrestle Kingdom worthy match, even so if we watch an OTT, you get an idea because it's build up. This is 2 days build up, and you have a match like that.
Yep.
It's very refreshing in a way, isn't it?
Well, look, it's just, this is the great thing about, like, this is the thing that we should see more of from wrestlers in WWE, where, like, these guys, where Tenor Best these guys says, right, you have 23 minutes,
go
do something.
Exactly.
They did.
Most importantly of all, when was the last time the WWE crowds were so captivated by this match? They were chanting the whole time.
Yep.
You rarely see that in WWE crowds nowadays, no matter how big the match is. Obviously, by the end, it builds up. But this is from start to finish. The crowd went nuts for it.
Yeah. It was a fantastic match all around. Some of the spots were fantastic.
Yeah.
Finn, just that coup de grace, he just stamped his feet into AJ's chest. He actually probably put an indent in his chest.
Yeah, but there's AJ's Pele kick on Finn before he hit a springboard Frankensteiner on Finn as well. That almost won the match. It's just stuff like that. It's just
brilliant. They definitely took a huge element of their days in Japan and
absolutely
brought that into it. And
what a moment in the end, though, when they both did the two sweets.
Yeah,
very symbolic moments there. That's probably.
And I should give a shout out as well to Phil Cotter, isn't it?
Who?
Phil,
Phil Cotter, he does his artwork. He does actually amazing artwork of everyone.
Fantastic, and he did a two sweet piece.
Yeah, diamond shaped. Yeah,
between Finn and AJ. If you want to check it out, you should check out his Twitter. It's at Philip Cotter Art.
Yeah, it's the same on Instagram as well. Find all his work on that.
Give him a follow, and then he has other pieces there which are fantastic as well. He did a piece actually I saw earlier on today. He did a piece just for Stranger Things.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did 11. He drew 11.
Okay, I must check that out. I didn't see that one yet. I must check it out though.
But yeah, the two sweet with Finn and AJ, fantastic.
That's probably one of the moments of the year. One of the moments of the year for me, anyway. So from one of the finest technical matches we've seen this year to probably the damn craziest match ever.
Just a big cluster F.
Couldn't have said it better. Kurt Angle, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns against The Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman and Kane in a TLC handicap match. 17 years to the night that Kurt Angle won his first WWE title, by the way, against The Rock. But by God, this match was all over the place, wasn't it? It was crazy.
It was chaos.
With a capital C.
It was chaos and it was brilliant. I loved it. I loved it.
It was so strange for me because it felt like everything was delayed. Everything was delayed at some points, like, But at the same time, it was just like madness.
Just that thing, which was when they did the entrance, which I loved, with Angle involved. But when Dean and Seth were there at the top of the stairs, and then just Angle comes out after with a big happy smile on his face, raising his arms, just like he just won the lottery to take part in the Shield entrance. He didn't even look. He didn't react like he was a wrestler.
What would have been so cool about that? Like, the crowd were chanting "You suck" during the entrance, but you know how it would have been so much cooler if they said "You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck." I have to admit though, and you're going to probably severely disagree with me with this. As cool as it was to see Angle team up with Ambrose and Rollins, I think it was very out of place.
See, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But I think they're holding back the singlet coming out of with the red, white and blue singlet. I think they're holding that back for its proper comeback match. Obviously it's not
so much the costume. It's more like the way he reacts to the crowds compared to Rollins and Ambrose. It's like he seemed very restrained almost, That was my biggest problem. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, because certainly if whatever he lacks physically, Like, especially, like, what is he, 48, 49 now?
49,
yeah. So whatever he lacks in that, he'd make up for charisma, and he's one of the most charismatic wrestlers the WWE have ever had.
Yeah.
And I just felt there were stages where it didn't seem.
The thing is, though,
with it, like,
2 days notice. That's all I'll say. 2 days notice.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know. I don't want to make excuse. I don't want to call the 2 days too much of an excuse either. Like, you know, maybe I'm being harsh here, but I don't know.
I think it's a little harsh.
Maybe
it is a little harsh. Like, this guy hasn't been in a ring. In a WWE ring, they made the point of saying a WWE ring for 11 years. Obviously, anyone that has any sense at all knows that he has been in a ring, indie wrestling.
But
he hasn't been in a ring since he came back to WWE, which was in April.
And I doubt even when he was in the Indies, he was in very long matches as well.
He was in like 20-minute long matches, alright.
Oh, well, that's
especially for WCPW, he was.
Oh, okay.
I remember a match he had with Alberto Del Rio or El Patron, I should say.
Okay.
For about 20 minutes.
There you go.
But yeah, he started off hot.
It was a moment.
There's one downside to this. What is wrong with Dean Ambrose and him not being able to hit anyone with a chair? He tapped everyone with chairs. Like, at one point he gave Kane, and it was just like that was it. No, it wasn't even that. It was that's it. That was it. He tapped, and then Kane obviously had to sell it. Oh, I just got hit with a chair. Like, Kane's been hit with much worse, and he obviously had to sell that. Dean, hit the guy with the chair.
Yeah.
Come on. He's been hit numerous times with chairs. He can take it.
Yeah. I hope. I was thinking to myself, when Rollins and Ambrose hit their elbow drops off the ladders, I looked like Rollins injured.
Frog splash elbow drop. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked like
I thought he was injured as well.
No, but thankfully he wasn't. It was great.
Great selling. Great selling.
It was indeed. It's great to see Angle German suplex everyone as well. That was a moment as well. He gave Kane the ankle lock the chance of you still got it, but then Strowman followed suit by power slamming Kurt to a table.
Yeah.
Kurt had to be carried away from the match by medics while Miz and Co started to dominate the match with constant chair attacks.
Kind of similar to what I thought it would be. He would start off hot, he'd be protected, he'd take some time out of the match, and then he'd come back again. I did half expect him to come back wearing the singlet though.
Really?
Yes. I was kind of not expecting, more maybe in hope than expectation.
Maybe.
But yeah, I kind of hoped maybe, because the music came on, and then I was like, oh, Angle's come back. He's going to wear the singlet. He's going to wear the singlet. No, he didn't wear the singlet.
Well, it looks like at that point that Rollins and Ambrose were again constantly being attacked by chairs. They started to fight back despite which led to a bit of miscommunication between Kane and Braun, which was later on got a bit more out of hand.
This is why they brought Kane back.
I like it.
I don't know. Is this the plan all along, or was this the last minute change because of Roman's health issues?
It'd be easy to think that it could be Roman's health issues, but at the same time, it's not. I welcome it. You know, it's a good plan B. It's a very good plan B.
It is a good plan B. It is a good plan B. I do agree with that. I would prefer the storyline of Roman and Kane.
Of course, they're right. Oh, Roman Reigns and Kane. Oh, of course, because it's Undertaker and WrestleMania. Of course, yeah. It looked like Ambrose. There was a moment where remember when Cesaro and Sheamus tried to double Razor's Edge Ambrose to the table, it didn't work.
Oh, Ambrose had no luck with tables that night.
He smiled, I think, at Cesaro and Sheamus afterwards. Yeah. I think it seemed very obvious at the time.
And then when when Kane tried to double chokeslam him and Seth through tables on the ramp, Seth went through it, but Dean didn't go through his table. He had no luck with tables.
Miz instructed a dumpster truck to come to the side of the stage, but Ambrose and Rollins fought back to jump off the dumpster onto Braun, Kane and the bar, leaving them with the Miz. Then when Kane and Strowman came through, Kane attacked Strowman by chokeslamming him through the stage, and then made the chairs lined up as part of the sets to fall down on Strowman. That was actually class. Yeah, it was a nice little effect actually how that happened. And then later chokeslammed both Ambrose and Rollins through tables. Yeah, you mentioned the table. Actually, he didn't go through that at all. You're right. He basically just fell on it and it hit his head badly. Yeah. Strowman then came back to attack Kane and everyone else until the four of them attacked Strowman and threw him in the dumpster truck. Miz looked like he regretted it afterwards as well. So
yeah, then to the crowd chanting that was murder.
Because he was crushed in the...
He was crushed in it's probably been said on every podcast over the last week, but yes, that was murder. They murdered Braun, but Braun's going to come back.
Yeah, of course. But like,
See,
WWE commentary are going to say to us, "Oh, he'll probably be back in weeks. He's going to be back next week."
Yeah, we don't know where Braun is. Of course, you know where Braun is. He's in the dumpster. He's in the. He's still in the truck, probably.
He's somewhere in the Minneapolis scrapyard. I don't know.
I don't like. Okay, so that was silly. All right, it was just silly. Like, it would have worked if you had just thrown him in, not compacted it, and got the thing to drive away.
Yeah.
Fine. But see, this is the thing. I mentioned this a couple of months ago. After the whole thing with Roman driving the ambulance into the truck and Braun being okay with that and walking away from it, Braun is getting Roman Reigns level booking where he's out, like, where he should die, but he's back the next week.
Yeah, but at least with him it's realistic because of his size.
It doesn't matter what size you are. You get put in a garbage truck and you get compacted. It doesn't matter what size you are. You get squished.
Are obviously trying to sell him as a monster among men for a reason, though. He can survive anything.
I just don't.
He's a Toyota Hilux of wrestlers.
I just no. No.
We'll be interesting to see how he comes back from this. We're not expecting him for 6 weeks.
When he comes back, probably this coming Monday, and
to a huge pop, probably
will be a huge pop. Yeah, which
this is a face turn, I think, for him.
Oh, he turned face during the middle of it.
Absolutely,
definitely he turned face during the middle of it. But I don't think he'd be face. He'd be like a Stone Cold Steve Austin sort of face, where he's not really. He's still a face.
He's still a face. He's not a baby face. He's a face.
No,
so,
exactly. Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
Miz and Co then continued the match by finishing off Rollins and Ambrose before Angle returned to the ring after Angle slamming Sheamus and Cesaro through a table.
Oh, that was brilliant.
That was actually class, yeah. On the rampway, Rollins and Ambrose handled Kane by spearing him through the barricade, and then Miz gave the skull-crushing finale to Kurt, but Kurt kicked out. When Miz tried another one, Kurt reversed it into an ankle lock, but Miz countered it until Angle, Rollins, and Ambrose surrounded Miz. They all hit him with the Rainmaker knee, the Dirty Deeds, and the Angle Slam before finishing him off with the Olympic Shield Bomb.
The one problem I had with this is when they surrounded the ring, they left. Obviously there's 4 sides and they cover 3.
Yeah. The
one side they left free was the one that was going to the ramp and up through to escape, the actual escape route.
I see what you mean. So
yeah, they left that one free, which they shouldn't have.
I didn't notice that, actually, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
What an insane match, though. Like, that's one of the. It was one of the craziest matches WWE ever
I know,
done.
and for a match that I think it was around 40 minutes, was it?
42 minutes, I think it was. Yeah.
42 minutes. Yeah. It flew by.
I felt personally,
at stages, it did. Like when they were on the ramp or on the stage, it was a little slow.
Yeah, there were stages where I felt it did drag, but that's because of the situations and trying to put everything together. Yeah, especially when Kurt was being dragged back and and when the situation, I think, between the dumpster as well, between the dumpster and the stage, it felt like their weirdest hardcore match of all time. A very entertaining match,
which it was, by the way. It was a hardcore match. It wasn't a TLC match.
Absolutely, yeah. It was just a hardcore match. It's with encouraging tables, ladders, and chairs.
That just happened to be the only 3 weapons that was used.
Yeah, pretty much. But there you go.